It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
Lifelong dreams being elevated. Leave a nigga face down like he meditating. Growing up, trepidation in my locale. Hearing 40 cal, know somebody need resuscitation. I describe myself, nothing define me. Paper cut, sharp, origami. Business in the iPhone, biting the apple like Shinigami. Death notes, every bar's like a homie. I'm the Clyde with a Bonnie. Rhythmalism, I'm too quick. New scripts, I'm producing them daily like news clips. Roof Chris, give me all of the beef, I'm a sous chef. Homies had them 8 balls for the grin like a pool stick. I learn my ingredients as I get older, more lenient. We use bitch niggas to be convenient. Need more cash, that's immediate, expedient. My experience teaching what I couldn't get from PBS. Freedom of the finance. Read a pie graph, I take my pride back. Flip the color like a Mike Jack. Niggas ain't like that. Take a name like it's Iraq. You diss me? Might stab a nigga with a wine glass. It's risky. Might crash, don't invite me to the function. I smash niggas pumpkins all together conjunction. Southside nigga cooking up like it's a luncheon. We don't need a studio to get you niggas punched in.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there, man. In this video, we're going to be getting into Glasses Malone. He's talking recently about Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, and some of the origin story going back to, you know, what led up to Control and all that stuff. If y'all can remember, I actually spoke on this exact subject matter about 3 months ago when I covered the Jodeci freestyle, and I was like, this is the original first-person shooter. Video got pretty good views and stuff like that, but it's very interesting to see how, you know, there seems to be this collective energy right now coming back to that moment. I saw Jeremy Hecht also do a video within the last day or two. Shout out to Jeremy, where he was also talking about that exact record, 5 a.m. in Toronto record, and just going through some of the subs and stuff that were aimed at Kendrick at that time. I don't really have a lot to say about it because I already covered it. But again, I love seeing that, you know, I kind of jumped on something that was brewing. And shout out to Bozo's World, the YouTube commenter who put that out there, that even like got me to look for it. Because now it seems like this is becoming more of a widespread kind of notion that everybody's looking into, whereas, you know, it went under the radar. It kind of flew south. But before we get into that, I want to say shout out to the Barbs who I've pissed off in the last week. Shout out to the Pseudo Street niggas, the Benny the Butcher fans who I pissed off yesterday. And shout out to JT's Jailbird fans who have also been pissed off within the last few days to a couple weeks. Because how is it that I'm getting under y'all skin like this, man? All I'm doing is giving my feedback. I'm seeing the same things that y'all seeing, listening to the same music that y'all listening to, and I'm giving my feedback, giving my you know, my analytical approach to it. Why is that getting people outside their bodies? And the craziest thing about it is it's coming from some people who have been dropping like comments for months upon months. But I guess that y'all have been secretly hate watching on the channel because you couldn't wait to come and try to insult me, my intelligence, or whatever you thought you could to hurt my feelings, which ain't gonna happen. But salute to you. You know what I'm saying? And if you found yourself getting the boot to where you can no longer comment, yeah, that's what did it, all right? Because we're not going to tolerate the foolishness. We're all here to speak about hip-hop. We're all here to talk about what's going on. We all have opinions. We all have different perspectives. But since when are we supposed to be insulting each other to that degree over some musical opinions? But if that's how you feel, you could go watch elsewhere. I never begged you to be here, never texted you a video, never sent you an email saying, please come subscribe. So let's get into Glasses Malone, shall we? With all that being said, shout out to the real insiders. Shout out to those that have been over here supporting, you know what I'm saying, spreading the gospel, the good word about these videos and the content. And we're going to keep this thing moving. So now we have Glasses Malone here. And basically he made some calls. He went back and did some of his own research and came to his own conclusions, which he's about to get into now about uh, how all of this jumped off over 10 years ago between Drake, J. Cole being on one side, Kendrick Lamar being on the other. Okay?
And I do remember a kind of a controversy happening. Right now, I wasn't listening to the Drake songs. That was the B sides and C sides. I would catch what would come on the radio. If it was dope, started from the bottom, was about to drop. The B sides and C sides. I would catch what would come on the radio. If it was dope, started from the bottom, was about to drop. The good songs. I'm not really diving in none of them niggas' catalogs. I really only was listening to the homie music. You know what I mean? And I would listen to that a few times and then be back on whatever I'm studying. So I missed that. Right. So again, I'm gonna run that lyric back again. Right. This is important to remember, Revenge. We moved the operation to Cali soon as the snow dropped. Oh, stop. Please stop arguing about who's the best MC. I think everyone would agree they know that you're not. That's 3 months, less than 90 days roughly after he was named the hottest MC.
So you think he took a shot?
That's crazy. That's a shot for sure.
He took a shot on the low behind
Fuck
B-side.
your list. Your list. You lame niggas and doubters. I'm undoubtedly the hottest, and that's
all right. So just to give clarification, that first set of bars is from Drake's verse on Jodeci Freestyle, right? Just to make sure that everybody tuned in is all on one accord with what it was that Glasses Malone was just reading. All right. Now I believe he's about to get into the J Cole bars from the same record, where they're both addressing the MTV hottest MCs list from 2013, in which Kendrick Lamar was regarded as the number one guy.
me being modest. Go check the numbers, dummies. That's just me getting started. I'm artistic. You autistic, retarded. That's J. Cole's verse.
No.
Oh, that's J. Cole. And you know what? It's funny when you went into that verse, I was like, this is better than Drake.
Yeah, that's what
I heard Drake, right? I was like, this is somebody different.
Heat, huh?
Oh, that's
like,
J. Cole verse.
How'd this get?
Okay.
Wow.
That was 3 months after Kendrick Lamar was named the hottest MC.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That was 3 months after Kendrick Lamar was named the hottest MC. Trap. 3 months
That's
after.
crazy.
We didn't hear about those verses, Trap, but it changed the narrative.
So I'm like, it was all good before that. 5-6 months. Actually, if that song came out in June, remember Good Kid drops in October of last year, 2012. They had just collabed on songs.
Ooh.
They had just collabed. No, Revenge. That was the hate. See, no. They had just did a collab song. They had just did. Matter of fact, Poetic Justice had just came out, which it's a story behind that. But I'll let that man tell his own stories. Trap, we've talked about it offline.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing I wish Glasses would just get to. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the story behind Poetic Justice? You know what I'm saying? Because for the last year, I've been hearing people talking about Kendrick Lamar wrote the Drake Poetic Justice verse. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing it. I've been hearing it. I've seen the YouTube algorithm has fed me numerous videos talking about that. I've seen it on social media. I'm actually one of the few people that says, fuck that, until somebody actually can provide proof that Kendrick Lamar's pen touched that verse. I am not rolling, because that verse has always been trash to me, has always been the eyesore of the record, has always been the main reason why I have to skip it when I try to listen to Good Kid, Mad City. You know what I mean? And this is before the battle. This is before anything. You know what I mean? I was still listening to Drake at that time, and even based on Drake's standards, the verse was a crock of shit. So for the people out there to be like, Kendrick wrote this verse and made him diss himself and all that stuff, I don't know. Because I wouldn't put that weak ass verse, I wouldn't attribute that to Kendrick's pen. Just being honest.
Talked about it offline.
This before Control or after Control?
No, I'm finna hit you with the time date. Poetic Justice, everything was good. Everything was good. Them lyrics happened. after that man won hottest MC, and they directly subbed that nigga after he won hottest MC. So he wins hottest MC. MTV awards him that March 08, 2013. Drake and Cole dropped the Jodeci Freestyle June 22nd, 2013. Dot Control comes out August 14th, 2013.
Hold on, coach. He called us internet investigator and
Detective.
stuff. Yeah, wait a minute. Hold on, time out. Wait, time out.
This man
Nigga,
came out with
No Silence Live, lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here. No Silence by Glasses Malone YouTube page where we doing the homework.
Yeah, hold on,
Every
man.
noon.
You put that
Monday,
together.
Wednesday, and Friday. Every noon, we doing the homework at this hip-hop platform.
Man.
We doing the homework. We
Yeah,
get down to the nitty-gritty.
You're learning, Daniel, son. You're learning, Daniel, son. You're
We
learning.
are
You're
doing
learning.
the
You're
homework.
learning.
Yeah.
Hey, he dug them receipts.
Man,
Them
he
old,
dug
that
it
old
all
receipt
up.
up out the
He
drawer.
was
learning.
You
We
know
doing
what
the
you lost
homework.
You're learning. You're learning.
Christmases ago. Oh, here go the
We
receipt.
are doing the homework.
2013, 2012.
My proud
Like,
student
yeah,
right there, man.
What receipts?
Now you finally diving into lyrics now. See?
No, I'm not
See, you
diving
getting
into
somewhere.
lyrics.
Hey,
I don't
Yes,
listen
you
to every
is.
nigga rap. No, Revenge.
only
I
took
heard
you-
that. That's not a diss, Revenge. It's not true.
but
That
you-
was a direct response to this man winning hottest MC. They referenced it directly after. So the truth is, it was always a jealousy thing. And that's
Now I want to pause it right here, right? Because we got to look back at the time period, right? Look back at the list even. I did the video 3 months ago, but I'm going to pull the list back up just for context purposes. So leading up to this song coming out, these are the 3 lists for the previous 3 years, all right? In the top left corner, we have 2011. Right next to it on the right, we have 2012. And the one under it with the purple highlight is 2013, right? So the previous 3 years, right before this Jodeci song comes out, right? You can see 2011, you have Jay-Z, Kanye, Drake came in at number 3 or Ross. There was a toss-up at 3 or 4 between Drake and Ross. They say number 4, Rick Ross, if you include Self-Made, and especially Rich Forever. I don't even see how they could say if you count that, because Self-Made was a, I guess, MMG compilation, but Rich Forever was definitely a Rick Ross project. Lil Wayne, they say, yeah, he did drop an album and a few songs dissing Jay-Z. Young Jeezy, Nicki Minaj, she didn't drop nothing, but she was nominated for some Grammys, if any of that counts. You see how people have been dragging her into these conversations for the last decade? Anyway, number 8, between Wiz Khalifa, Meek Mill, or Fabulous, even though Fab's TINC was whack, the Soul Tape was solid. Number 9, Big Sean, 10, Wale. Wale keeps coming in around that 10 mark. All right? Following year, Rick Ross comes in at number 1, Drake number 2, 3, Kanye, 4, Nicki. Number 5, Wayne, 6, Jay-Z, Meek Mill, Big Sean, Wiz Khalifa, Wale. 2013, Kendrick, 2 Chainz, Ross, Nas, Drake slips down, Big Sean, Kanye slips down, A$AP Rocky, Future, Meek Mill. Now, if you look at these 3 lists, you don't see J. Cole's name not once on any of these 3, despite the success that he had, despite the hit records, despite the record sales, despite the impact that he was having, bodying people on their own records on features. He was not on a single one of these lists. God damn. So if you go back to MTV 2011, 2012, 2013, they were saying niggas like Wiz Khalifa, Meek Mill, Fabulous, Big Sean, Wale was all hotter than J. Cole. I know exactly why that motherfucker was mad by the time they made Jodeci Freestyle. He like, how the fuck you putting these niggas above me? I don't even make the list. How, Swain? Literally. A$AP Rocky and Future made the motherfucking list before J. Cole did. That nigga got on a couple honorable mentions, but never made the top 10. Not a once, not a boom, not a bing. And I must say, as a lifetime, pretty much J. Cole fan since he's come out, I think that is criminally wrong, due to the brain trust over there at MTV. But that's what they came up with. All right. Now let's get back to glasses.
Where it started. That's where it started. 3 months after. Control comes right after that as a response. I'm trying to murder all of you guys.
Be direct with it too.
I am trying to cut all y'all head off. I'm trying to be the best. I love y'all, but I am the best.
So they try to act like Control came out of nowhere?
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
So that was okay. I see what you're saying.
Drake tried to act like Control came out of nowhere. J. Cole tried to act like, oh, you know, we got to compete. But that's why I was talking to Lex today. He's like, man, you don't think we owe J. Cole no respect? No, we don't owe no respect.
Man, after that verse.
No, the verse. You don't owe no respect because you the.
Now, hold on, glasses. Now, it wasn't that long ago, probably a few weeks ago, you was still giving J. Cole some respect, man. Come on, man. Don't switch the game plan up now. I know people going to be like, damn, J. Nolan always caping for Cole. Hey, man, for the last 15 years, it was Kendrick and Cole for me at the top. You know what I mean? As far as like niggas that were at the top of the game doing they shit, doing numbers, doing heavy tours, minimal features as far as their albums is concerned. Like they was running this shit. It was that. Drake was there by proxy because he was a rapper and because he was able to perform commercially at the level or sometimes even above with some of the crossover and pop records that he was doing. But for me, it was always Kendrick 1, Cole 2, Drake 3, and then the rest of the class. You know what I mean? As far as the bigs go, you know what I mean? So yeah, I do still feel like J. Cole keeps getting short end of the stick. You saw what them fucking lists said too.
Want to take a battle? That was wise business.
But this is why
He should after that verse.
real J. Cole fans was really disappointed.
Because y'all been hearing him pop this shit the whole time.
I'm saying he been dropping little subs like that for a long time. And now when it was time to fade, he put his gloves up like, oh, you know
it makes
what?
it even worse.
This
to
my
me.
friend. This my real friend. No, like what? Bro, you been
The
subbing.
only difference between Drake and J. Cole is J. Cole act like he be cool. Again, we do this stream to support the No Ceilings podcast. Just dropped a fresh episode, new one dropping tomorrow. You can listen to the No Ceilings podcast on Apple Podcasts, iHeart Podcasts, anywhere you get your podcast from. The No Ceilings podcast is executive produced by Charlamagne the God, Black Effect Network, iHeart. We're going to get this thing cracking. I've been saying this for a while. Blame the blog era for ruining hip hop, for what just happened over the last 17 years. Right?
Now I have to strongly disagree. If it wasn't for the blog era, wouldn't have really been much hip hop over the last decade. Look at the people that was on that list. Blog era is Kendrick, Cole, Drake even, Wiz, Big Sean, Wale. That's blog era. That carries you through from 2010 to 2018 until the other guys started falling off. You know what I'm saying? That's no shot to Big Sean, Wale, and others who have fallen off. You know what I'm saying? I saw Wiz Khalifa recently come out and say, you know, niggas be saying that we fell off, but we're still living great lives. We're doing what we want. We touring. We making money. So where did we fall off? And I respect that take from Wiz Khalifa. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, fall off really just means you were one of the top contenders in the game. You were one of the mainstays. You were one of the people that people were literally following on a consistent level, and you were having commercial success along with critical acclaim. And at some certain point, that combination began to dissipate, right? That's all that is. But the blog era kept this shit alive. Let's be fucking clear. Like, if you take those guys out of the game, what do you have? You got Kanye, Jay-Z, and fucking Rick Ross just putting up numbers, and Jeezy. I don't think people would have been entertained as long. Wayne, I can't forget Wayne. It just would have been them same 5 niggas dropping hits every year, and who else was going to come up after? So nah, we can't do that.
Because the thing that's really understated that's happening right now, it's been a lot of rhetoric. A lot of rhetoric about hip hop, and everybody mad that we defining it and we actually starting to remove people that should not exist in it. Everybody's upset that we're removing people. Make sure you like this. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Glasses going in. Tell a friend to tell a friend glasses is going in. Tell a friend to tell a friend the lunch hour is going in. Right here, we going in.
Bars.
Right now. Right on this right here. Because I was kind of disassociated, but I caught up. I'm caught up now. I didn't even care. I'm caught up now. Them been jealous of the young homie from the beginning. Man. And part of why they jealous is because where the nigga from and who the nigga is. See, this is what I be telling people. Somebody was on Twitter today being an telling me, Glasses, man, you know, you just jealous of Drake. You would trade your life. You would trade your life to have. Listen, I am proud of everything Drake has accomplished. He put in the work. He did the studying. He assembled a great team. But nigga, nothing. I wouldn't trade no nigga pissing on me for nothing.
You wouldn't take a little piss for
no.
A little piss.
$100 million contract.
A drizzle, some drizzle.
You couldn't piss on me for nothing. Because you're going to be able to tell some nigga you pissed on me. And other niggas going to be able to tell somebody else you pissed on me.
Okay, so
no. I wouldn't. A nigga told me, oh, you know, you a trade, you would do that. Listen, Puff couldn't punch me for no platinum records.
A punch?
No, Punch can't come just steal on me in the club in front of people for no platinum records. He could tell somebody else he stole on me.
Well, hold on. He can't steal on you, then come back and try to wipe it on the table with, you know, a record deal or something.
No, we got to squabble first. I need mine. I need mine in front of the same people you did that shit in front of.
You wouldn't let Punch steal on you for a record.
Hey man, I thought Puff did that shit in the back of the club, not the front. Goddamn! I thought he took him outside and said, "Hey man, let me talk to you," and then he put one on him. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
No, not in front of other people.
Oh, but privately.
We gonna swipe. We gonna fight. He can't just steal on me and I'm just not gonna do nothing. You can't just pay me no money to steal on me.
He gotta ask you like, "Hey, Glass, I want to hit you in the face for this much money."
Yeah, it had to be like a sanctioned thing.
Okay,
sanction. It gotta be WBA.
No, like nigga, like everybody gotta know I'm letting you do this for $20 million.
Oh, okay. So everybody, okay, I see.
You're not finna be just punching on me and shit and all that old weird
before
shit.
Before you punch me, put it out.
And that's the problem with y'all. Money makes y'all everything. Money mean everything to y'all. Fame mean everything to y'all. Y'all would give y'all firstborn child to try to be another nigga. I didn't deserve what Drake got because I ain't work as hard as Drake worked. That's a simple thing. There's no need to be envious over that. He worked his ass off. While he was working on being a rapper, I was working on being a Crip. That's the truth. He spent more time trying to figure out what rappers was doing. I wasn't worried about what Snoop and Scarface was doing. I was worried about what Del Dog was doing. what Big Dwight from Nutty Block was doing. How did this nigga get this car? God damn, how did these get these cars? Look at this lowrider. I looked up to the culture. I didn't look up to the artist. I don't know what kind of car Magic Johnson had. I knew what kind of car Moon from 7th Street Watch Crip had.
And that is where me and Glasses Malone will always differ. All right. However, I do want to point out what he said before he went there is money means everything to you niggas. Y'all would do anything just to achieve the money, the fame, the status. Y'all will compromise yourself, your integrity, embarrass yourself, let people do all type of crazy shit to you just to get to the bag. And this is unrelated, but I just saw this the other day. I saw a video of Loaded Lux, and they were asking what it would take for him to get on the battle rap stage to battle a woman. And he said he won't do it. And the reason why he said he won't do it is because he refuses to get up on stage and just disparage and disrespect a woman in front of the crowd. It would compromise his morals and integrity. And in the video, they were like, well, shit, if I said I had 250 racks for you right now, you telling me that you wouldn't get on the stage and battle Jazz the Rapper? Shout out to Jazz the Rapper. Shout out to Geechee Gotti with that podcast y'all been doing. That shit fire. And he said, no, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? He said, salute to everybody that could get on that platform and do what they do. It's no hate or nothing like that. I support y'all. But me personally, that's just not something that I could see myself doing. That would take me to a deep, dark place. I'm not willing to go. And then when I looked at the comments, I seen so many people saying for $250,000, I would let somebody do this. I would do this. I would do this. I would do this. And I was just looking at it like, damn, for $250, y'all niggas are, damn. You ain't got no other pathway to, try to get that in your lifetime? And everybody doesn't, you know what I'm saying? And that's no shots, no diss. But I think for somebody who has other outlets, other means, other battles they could take in order to get that same amount, what seems like a treasure to you is like just an option for someone else. And even if the person walks away from it and never gets it, they can still be content because they live a good life and they didn't have to do something that didn't feel good to them in their spirit. So I just figured I would talk about that because Glasses Malone was basically saying the very same thing in terms of, oh, you would trade your life to be Drake. And that also seems to be a common theme that you get from the Drake fans is they feel like everybody who speaks out against him, everybody who calls him on his bullshit or speaks less than sanctimonious about him is obviously a hater. Somebody who's speaking from, an inferior lifestyle that if they had the opportunity, they would give up everything they currently have in order to be him or to live a life equivalent to his. And that's just not the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, but some of you motherfuckers be, not y'all, but some of these motherfuckers be living in a weird ass fantasy world because that's really what they want. They really live parasocially through that person. They be living vicariously through these people, and they can't possibly fathom that someone else is perfectly fine doing it their own way, not looking at this motherfucker like Jesus. You know what I mean? So I just figured I would put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Do better. And once again, shout out to the YouTube commenter Bozo's World for putting the comment out there that basically struck the world. It got me to look into this 3 months ago. It got Glasses Malone to get to it. Jeremy Heck, I believe it was originally in his comments. He finally came back to it. And I'm quite sure, based on algorithmic sequencing and stuff like that, or how they present things to you, there's going to be more down the line that speak about this very same subject. All right. Let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there, man. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'll never politic and the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I could do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I ran for filth. The sympathy calls, consulting for the stacks I built. I had to